Not today.
Hey, everybody.
Is it time?
It's time.
Oh my God. What is it time for?
It's time for
Sunday Bites and Tidbits. I'm Chef Babette.
And I'm Terrah Bennett Smith. And girl, we got it this week. We did it, y'all.
We did it right.
We did it, and we didn't even practice.
We sure didn't.
We didn't even practice.
But what's the show?
Sunday Bites and Tidbits.
Oh, we said that.
You know, we almost had it down right until... That's how's everybody doing? Today's color is red.
Today's color is red.
And what does red mean? What does red mean to you?
Power.
Power. We don't say ER. Power.
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 Power. Power.
POWA. Power.
To the
Like soul power.
power.
Okay.
I look weird up like that.
Maybe not put it up. Maybe do power. Yeah. Power. There we go. There we go. So anyway,
make that face. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So anyway, we are so excited today because we have badass vegan.
Badass.
That was loud.
I'm sorry, boo.
Take it down. We're hurting our people some ears and stuff.
We have badass vegan.
We have badass vegan today. His name is John Lewis, but we know him as Badass Vegan. He's got a whole host of wonderful things that he's going to share with you today.
Yes, he's got all
And share with us.
He's got all kind of things going on.
Wonderful things we'll let him talk about. Phenomenal person.
So are you going to introduce him?
What, before we start,
I'm
I just
just
want
so
to introduce.
excited.
Last week we had Bina Nako Wuki on.
We did.
And Bina sent us, we were going to advertise her African shea butter.
And trust me.
Oh my gosh.
OMG.
QRSTUV. Anyway, remember last week I was saying that I broke out from these hives. Oh, no. I thought it was eczema. I didn't know what it was.
She know what it was.
And I did a cleanse for a couple of days.
Yeah, we stopped
and then
eating.
this came. We stopped eating on Sunday. And then we stopped eating on Sunday. I didn't eat on Monday. And then this came on Tuesday. And so the residue of my skin was kind of rough, you know, from the thing. Mm-hmm. I put this on, and within hours, my skin was like smoothed out. It's like really soft, guys.
No, seriously, you guys.
It's not like the typical.
Put some on me. Put some on me. And
it's
watch
not
out.
like the typical shea
watch
butter.
How it shines.
And it's not your typical shea
feels
butter.
Amazing.
Yeah, and
I have it on under
and you
my
can
makeup
eat
today.
it. She says it's eatable, edible.
It's edible, boo.
I know, I was just kidding. It's eatable. Y'all get some.
Right.
She said you could cook with it, put it in. But I'm telling you, it is so smooth. You know, normal shea butter, you got
right.
Be ripping
and
your
gotta
skin off.
Try to warm it up, and then it feels all grainy sometimes.
No, this is beautiful. I'm getting ready to order me some more. So make sure if you want to know where it is. I'm going to the chat section. There's Badass Vegan was trying to say something. So we
was he trying to say something
earlier? He was saying my daughter's trying to say hi. And I wasn't even scheduled on it. I don't know how to work these things. This stuff is like crazy.
But we're getting it. You're learning.
I'm not learning.
Yes, you are. You're doing really good.
Look at all the people who are here.
Oh my God, who's here?
Okay, we have
Kelly Jackson. Hey, Kelly.
Jacqueline Tramble.
Hi.
Tina D. Walker.
Hey.
Laura Russell. Kayla Hellner. Pamela Bailey. Hello, my beautiful sisters. You both look beautiful in red. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
CD Senishin.
Tina D.
We
Walker said yum.
Yum. Yeah, the dish.
Oh, okay.
Who else? Woohoo, that looks
great.
Okay, I think you would think that we are on some kind of drugs. We have water today.
But
anyway, we're so excited. We don't want to waste any more time because we want him. He's going to show some things. He's got some stuff to talk about.
But aren't you really excited about having John Lewis
so excited
on our
about
show?
having John Lewis.
But we want to take just a second to offer our sincere condolences to the John Lewis who just made his transition.
That's right.
This brother. Well,
without John Lewis and people like him,
there wouldn't be us. There wouldn't be John Lewis right now.
We wouldn't be sitting here sharing all now because they probably wouldn't allow us on YouTube.
There you go. Anyway, but we got a brother here today.
His name is John Lewis.
So excited. When I first met this brother, he has always been like a son to me. I always felt like he was my son. So when I was asking if he would be on the show, I was like, you got to say yeah, because if you say no, that's like telling your auntie no. You can't tell your auntie no. So that's how I get these youngsters. I just be like,
And luckily, they're youngsters who have respect. Because some of the youngsters be like, I don't care.
All the youngsters love me though.
I know.
They always.
I know they do. They do. They love me too.
They do. But you ain't old enough yet. You're still such a baby.
Yeah. Anyway, without further ado, woozy. You want to introduce?
I want you to do it. You always do it so good.
Okay, guys. You ready? Ladies, are you ready?
He fine too, girls.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna promote that.
I know because he married.
Well, I don't know that part.
He is. You just met his baby.
Yeah.
And this baby was like, my daddy married. Eric, come on.
Well, you know what? We don't want to talk about his personal life. We want to talk about his business.
Okay.
What is this here? Laura Russell said he's in a wonderful place. Oh, they're talking about the other John Lewis. Anyway, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Badass Vegan. He's coming.
He's coming. Yeah. There he goes.
Hi, John.
Hey,
how are you? I love the color you're wearing today, my dear. Thank you.
See, I made it work.
It's do you prefer us to call you Badass Vegan or John, or does it matter?
Whichever. To go along with that, though, first of all, thank y'all for having me here. Hey to everybody there. But the story behind my name actually, my grandfather wasn't the best of guys, and his last name was Lewis. And I was going to change my name a long time ago. And I had a friend, an elder friend, and he was like, you know what, you should really look into your name. It's a powerful name. It's a guy named John Lewis who has helped us throughout the history of battling social justice. And you have a lot in common. You should look him up. And when I looked him up, that's the only reason why I kept my name.
That's a good story. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, that's the only reason I kept my name is because of John Lewis.
Well, there you go. Because I immediately, when I saw the posting, because I know there was floating around for a few days that something had happened, and people say, no, get your facts straight. Yeah. And then they finally posted that he had actually made his transition. I was like, John Lewis?
Yeah.
I knew that John Lewis. I said, wait a minute, isn't Badass Vegan's name John Lewis? Yeah. So, wow, that's good for you. What a beautiful legacy to carry on.
There you go.
You know? It's a pressure now. I gotta step up.
That's right.
I can't fall short now. You know what I'm saying?
And are you a junior?
No, I'm not a junior. No.
Okay, so because if you said junior, everybody said, "Oh, your dad."
I lived in Atlanta for a year, and I swear, anytime somebody saw my ID or something, they were like, "Oh my God, that shit." I'm like, "No, that's not my dad." like, that's not my dad. I was like, "Sorry, but that's not my dad." But a lot of people thought it was.
Yeah.
Well, sweetheart, we know you have a lot going on, and we're just so very honored and excited for you to be here and share this time with us.
Thank you so much.
But what we really want to do is allow you, I don't want to cheat anybody. I want to get the most out of this 45 minutes or so.
Well, now we have 55.
We have 55. Okay. So what we want to do is
ask you first how you got started.
I want you to open up and just kind of share a journey with us.
Yeah, start up. We'll ask you some questions, but let's start off how this whole thing happened for you.
As far as like Badass Vegan or just
vegan to Badass Vegan.
What's your name?
Name is John Lewis, but Badass Vegan is what they call me.
All right. Okay, how did you become a vegan first? What did you try?
Veganism came about. My mother was diagnosed with colon cancer about 14 years ago. I had already been vegetarian. I moved to Miami. I was experimenting, and I had already been vegetarian for about almost a year and a half. And my mom was diagnosed with the colon cancer. Talking to the doctors, I found out it was, related to the animal protein and the fatty fried foods and all that. So I did more research. At the beginning, I'm like, no, that's not it. I'm like, this is not hereditary. He's like, no, this is a lifestyle choice. And I'm like, wow, okay. So I started doing research.
Actually said that to you?
Yeah. And to this day, I don't know who that doctor was or whatever. It was just something. Because at the time, I wasn't thinking about being vegan. I would have paid way more attention. If you know how everybody before they went vegan thought that everybody was talking vegan was crazy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, dude. Like, that's not it. But I started actually doing more research. And that's when I found more and more about, it wasn't just the cancer, but all these other things like the hypertension and the heart disease, and the list goes on, that was related to animal products. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and do it, and it's been 14 years now. And I got into the health and fitness aspect because there was a at-home workout program called P90X, and that's how I got started in the fitness industry. So a lot of people, if you want to go laugh, go look at the P90X ads. You'll see me over there.
Really? You were in the ads?
I was in the ads and the commercials. I was in the second round because I actually did the program after it came out, and a friend of mine saw my results, and he was like, dude, he's like, man, you should submit your pictures. I'm like, nah, I'm always very like critical of myself. I'm like, nah, I shouldn't do that. He's like, no, you should. And the owner hit me up and was like, we would love to use you, in our ads and commercials. I'm like, all right, let's go. And then when people,
1 second, you were vegan at this time or no?
Vegetarian.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you were vegan at this time.
Yeah. By the time the ads all came out and everything, I was already vegan.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wow.
Because I went vegan halfway through the program. I was just like, you know what? I'm bull crapping. Let me just go ahead and just change it on up. And that's when I did. And then when people found out I was vegan, that's when I got a lot of notoriety, because people were like, wait, so you can be vegan and you can be in shape? I'm like, yeah. Like to be honest, when I did it, I didn't have any second guesses. I was just like, oh, it can be done. All I gotta do is just replace this with this and just keep going. And that's how it all came about. And backtrack, I was obese as a kid. At 13, I was 315 pounds my freshman.
Oh, wow.
No.
And I wasn't 6'6".
Oh, right, John? Because you're how tall?
6'6".
Wow, and you weren't even that. So do you think that some of that weight was because you know how people go out this way and then they stretch up that way?
It definitely was a stretch. It was a stretch, but I was way more active too. Like, before high school, the little league games you play, it's not, the practices are not as strenuous. Practicing little league is basically just a coach rolling out some balls on the court and saying, all right, I'll see y'all in 2 hours. That's what I got to high school and they was like, no, we start off with a mile run. I'm like, what?
I gotta actually run
a mile.
Yeah, so it was being more active at the same time. 'Cause I was, in all honesty, I was still eating junk. I mean, I was in high school. I didn't know any better, and mom did the best she could with the knowledge she had.
Right.
But I could honestly tell you, I had some sort of fried chicken in some kind of form at least 4 times a week. Once you got that Sam's wholesale membership card, it was a wrap.
Sam's card.
Think about that. That's back in the early 90s. She got that Sam's card. That was gold. Deep freezer, and it was a wrap.
You didn't even have to fry the chicken yourself. The chicken was already fried. You just eat it up.
Breaded everything, So, and then as time grew on, I started to be more conscious about what I was putting in my body. And one thing for me, even before my mother got sick, was I just started seeing more and more of my family going through all these struggles. And I was like, wait a minute, this don't seem normal. And everybody was like, well, she is like 45. I'm like, wait, 45? Yeah. I'm from I was raised.
I know, I get it. My family's from South Carolina. I know.
Yeah, I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Uh-huh.
My mom moved to Ferguson when I was 2. So, our family, if it ain't got fat back or some kind of lard in it, it ain't even real. Like, that ain't even real food. So,
come on, greens without hog maws or fat back.
Yeah, you gotta have bacon in your greens. Like, what's going on here? So, yeah. So I just started looking at that and looking at all the medications people were taking, like it was normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was normal. So I was like, nah, let me change this stuff. So like now, at my age, I've seen that I'm definitely the only person in my immediate family, brother, sisters, mother, that hasn't taken any medication, at all, compared to everybody else. And I've been doing it 14 years now. So when I go to family reunions and they're all laughing at me, I'm like, how's that blue pill?
I love it. That blue pill. I know, it's amazing.
You want to say hi again? Okay, she wants to say hi.
Come on, baby. Come on,
baby. I know.
Oh.
You want to go see?
You're not coming live.
You're not gonna let us see your face.
You can't cry in front of the crowd. It's a crowd. You can't cry. You can cry, but not because you gotta go to sleep.
Yes, I can.
Let's see how cute
No,
you
I said she can cry, just not because she gotta go to sleep.
Oh, you made her mad.
No, it wasn't me. She gotta go to sleep. Remember,
She don't want to go to bed.
Yeah, she.
Oh, that's right. You're on a different coast. I thought you were here.
Yeah, no, I'm East Coast.
Where are you?
I'm in Miami.
Okay.
Yeah. So she.
Yeah. You know what, sweetie? You're gonna appreciate the bedtimes as you get older.
Right. When you get older, you're like, man, I wish I would take advantage of every nap.
I wish I could go to bed right now.
Shoot. And also, you know, it just keeps you energetic and gives you more energy because you've gotten your body's gotten rest.
Oh, I'm a big promoter of adult naps. You know
what?
I'm not only the president, I'm a client of the nap club.
Hey, how about this, badass vegan? We'll be talking. I will fall asleep on you
will.
In the middle of the conversation.
Oh, yes, she will.
If it's nap time.
Yeah.
It's like, shut it down. That's it.
Done.
That's right.
Done.
So now you've been a vegan for 14 years. Babette always asks, has your reasons shifted a little bit? At one point, it was about you watching the health of your family and, you know, and those little blue pills. Mm-hmm. And you're like, no, we're going to stop that now. But has your reasons for doing it expanded? Have they broadened some?
Right.
Definitely. Yeah. Like it was selfish to start off with, but now it's bigger than me. Like it's bigger than like the social justice side. Like part of the film is looking at how.
Part of what film, John?
Wait. You got to
part of what film, John?
Okay, let's go back and talk about let's talk about the broadness of what is happening. Yeah. We want you to share the film. And he's going to show a clip. He's got a clip for us.
So I would say from social justice to the economy to the earth to the animals to making sure I raise them right. You know what I'm saying? To be as peaceful as they can and as healthy as they can. And also I have to be that example. Like I don't want to be that parent that's trying to promote something to my kids, but I'm living a whole other lifestyle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Which is basically a hypocrite. You know, and that's one thing I strive not to be as a hypocrite.
Right.
So yeah, it definitely broadened. There's been so many reasons because
So what's going on right now?
Tell us about this. What's happening with you? We're working on a project.
Right.
Tell us about it.
So for anybody that has seen What the Health, I am co-directing and co-producing the follow-up film to What the Health with Keegan Kuhn, who was the director and producer of What the Health. And this film,
I said that's excellent.
Thank you. And this film is going to be called. Well, actually, this film is based off of social justice and food justice through the lens of hip hop. Anybody that's watching this, I did interview Babette for the film. She will be in it. And the name of the film, the running title was Hungry for Justice. We used that because we didn't want to give up the name of the title. But now that we launched the crowdfunding campaign, we finally released the name of the film. And the name of the film is They're Trying to Kill Us.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
And it's true.
What the hell?
It's true.
Yeah. So we've interviewed everybody from Babette to Maya, Stick from Dead Prayers, Mathematics from the Wu-Tang Clan, Gray from Official Gray did the Thanksgiving vegan rap, Damon Dash, man, so many people. Yeah, we got over 125 interviews already, and we probably got another like 25 to 30 to go.
Oh, that's because What the Health changed a lot of minds were changed after they saw that particular documentary. So I understand you have a clip for us today.
Yeah, I will share that. If
would you share it with us? I'm sure everybody would y'all like to see a clip of his new documentary?
And guess what?
They don't want to see it. We don't have to do it. We can wait.
No. We want to see it. So
they're saying,
they're saying,
yeah.
Somebody's saying, oh, she's a cutie. Oh. They said she is a cutie.
She is a cutie. So, she was smiling with us a minute ago.
Okay, can y'all see that?
Yeah, we're ready. We see it.
And Jane is saying, great title. If all BLMers joined, #boycott needed would cripple the GOP.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's make sure this is ready. Let's go. So this is the neighborhood I grew up in, right in Ferguson. A friend of mine was actually shot in his driveway, right there. You put drugs in the communities, put guns in the community, put disease in the communities, put food in the communities. All these things are designed to shorten your life expectancy.
It's by design. It is not accidental that this is what's in the hood and this is what's over there.
There's actually an active hand in making sure that we living like this.
It's all about control, money, and survival to me.
Your death is not an expense to them. It's an expense to you.
They're trying to make money from us, even if it's at the expense of killing us. You just die slow. Your family just watches you die.
The alcohol industry, fast food industry, tobacco industry target communities of color.
Your health is not their main priority. They're trying to keep you sick.
We are in a state of emergency when it comes to our health.
Keeping people sick is very lucrative.
Now you want pills. Now you want dialysis. Now you want medicine. You're going to the hospital on a regular to see a doctor. Everybody's getting paid except you.
Big pharma and pharmaceutical companies are making billions of dollars off of all of us.
As long as they can make that dollar, they don't care if you live or die.
It's something about being here that's making Black people sick.
Everybody's getting paid except you. You hurt.
There are more dangerous and harmful chemicals in products made for women of color.
It absolutely is a crisis.
They don't make a dime with your dope.
It's not like a dope gang. It is the dope gang. It's just a bigger gangster, the mob boss.
Look at the hidden hand, you see that government is feeding the crisis. We're fed wrong knowledge, solid over in food.
It's about money over people's health.
If you can control a population's access to food, you can control the person.
Only about 8% of African Americans even live in communities that have a grocery store in them.
Because the root problem is the food.
But poor diets kill more brothers and sisters. You know, we fighting for our lives. That's like Michael Vick's pit bulls.
As Black men, we're dying off so quickly in so many ways.
It's here, pocketed in our communities.
They don't want a healthy population.
That is injustice, plain and simple.
The powers that be are making that money at the top. They trying to kill us.
Wow, they are.
Wow, that's
My name is John Lewis.
Wait for that one.
We're the directors. Let's see. Here we come. Oh, did I close?
Is there more?
No, that's it. I'm trying to get back to.
Oh, I see. Oh, you can't see us, but we can see you.
Yeah,
Okay. I know I need to go somewhere. I don't know where I need to go.
I can't help you.
but we see you, darling. That's excellent.
That's,
That film is going to be a major hit.
yeah.
Thank you.
Any idea like how soon or how close we are to you are now
release?
we are to seeing it?
Well, we were scheduled to stop shooting in June, but
Obviously.
everything that happened, we had to slow down with that. So now we're looking to stop shooting in September, and then the goal is to be on the market by the end of the year.
Okay.
Oh, that's excellent.
The goal is to be on the. The goal is to be on the market. Okay. Hold on. The goal is to be in the market by the end of the year. I especially want to make sure that I do it right when people are sitting down having those horrible meals as a family, and then they can watch the movie as a family and change and learn more about what they're eating. So I would say either around November, end of November, end of December, and even for New Year's resolutions would be good too.
Excellent.
That's gonna be great. I mean, and everyone in there is not necessarily vegan. All of those artists were vegans.
Actually, yeah, everybody was vegan.
That's excellent.
Yeah, everybody in there was vegan.
Wow, I had no idea all of those people were vegans.
Yeah, everybody in that clip was vegan.
Wow, well, that's even so much more interesting to know that so many people of color, of African American people, are switching now because you still haven't found us yet. You can't see us.
Well, we're still the fastest.
As long as y'all can see me, it's all good. Whatever.
The fastest growing demographic, they say, of people that are transitioning and becoming vegan.
Right.
So with everything that you do, tell us what's a day in the life of John Lewis right now.
I am very fortunate to be able to work remotely, so you're seeing most of the day right here.
Daddy's girl. Is she a daddy's girl?
Oh man, and my son is a which is rare, is a daddy's boy. So like they usually,
you got them both.
Yeah, people always are like, how do you work balance? I'm like, they usually just right on my lap while I'm working. Like it's easy. Like, I don't even try to like hide it from, because the thing is, they might not want to follow the same footsteps as me, but I at least want to give them they the only people that get the game for free. Let's say that. You know, like if I can give you the education on what's going on, I might as well do it. Watch.
But also the time is so special. You know what I mean? Like you're educating them. You're educating them on what to put in their body. They're learning from you, but they're also learning, you know, emotional. They're learning the attachment. They're learning, you know, there's a lot of what they're getting that can't even be spoken. You know, just to know that they can sit on your lap when you're working. Right. That it's not go over there or I'm trying to do something.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
Sit down. Shut up.
You know, there are times when you have to do that, but overall,
yeah.
Overall, this is like something they will never, ever, 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 ever forget.
And a big thing I also do is like, I also want them to understand, like, I didn't grow up with a father. So I don't have an example of what a good father is, but I do know that me being around is big. Like most of the time, and Babette could tell you, I travel probably about 100,000 miles a year, sky miles. So I'm in the air. But when I'm home for 2-3 weeks at a time too. So like, I'm more fortunate than the average dad that works a 9 to 5, where, you know, he's gone all day. By the time he gets home, tries to do what he can. You know, so I'm very fortunate in the lifestyle that I have to be around as much as possible.
So besides the documentary, what else are you doing? Like, what else is going on?
I own a protein shake company by the name of Vegan Smart. We're the largest Black-owned protein shake company. Actually, this shirt, it's got a little bit of the company on the back.
Yeah, let's share some of what that is.
So yeah, we're 20 grams of protein. We just launched an organic line as well. We are on Walmart.com. We're Amazon Prime. We were in Whole Foods. We were in a couple different companies. But when we were in Whole Foods, they moved us to Amazon Prime. Say goodbye. Wait, bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
They moved us to Amazon.
So why was that?
Because when they, I guess when they were just reconsolidating everything, so that's why they did it. But you know, and I hate to say it, I give respect not only because of the protein shake, but also because of the film. But the current situation and the current, you know, vibe of the country right now, more companies are looking at Black-owned companies. So we've been, you know, approached by some bigger name companies, even ones that we were already in, now wanting us to come back. So that's a good thing that they're now looking into us more. So you'll probably see us back in the mainstream.
What's the name of it? What's the name of
Vegan Smart. Vegan
Smart. Okay.
Yeah, if anybody looks under Instagram, it'll be Live Vegan Smart. If you look on Amazon Prime or whatever, it's just Vegan Smart.
Okay.
We have chai, chocolate, vanilla. I gave you some, didn't I, Babette?
You gave me some. And I have somebody that just contacted me this week, so I want to make sure I give them the right information about the product.
Yeah. And then, like I said, we were using, so we use 5 blends. We use quinoa, chia, chlorella, pea, potato. But we used to use hemp, but at a certain time, we were actually working on negotiations with the armed forces, and they don't even allow. They don't allow hemp at all. So
even hemp?
Yeah, no hemp.
Sounds like something else going on when you get some hemp.
Right, and hemp has no like THC and nothing. They just
no.
So I'm gonna type it in. John, what is the name again? Live.
Live Live Vegan Smart.
Vegan, and this is you said it's on Instagram. Live Vegan Smart.
Yeah, that's what it is on Instagram.
I'm typing it in so everyone can have it. Live Vegan Smart. Okay, cool. Okay, so you've got your products that you're about to sell, and you're selling them now.
Yeah. And I'm working on a book as well. I just got done talking to a literary agent last week, so we should be working on the negotiations with that coming up soon. And
so, what is the book about you, or is it about your lifestyle? What is it about?
Yeah, a little bit about my journey, but more information for the reader to learn more about health and fitness within the vegan lifestyle. Not trying to be a supermodel or trying to be a fitness model, just learning the health side and the importance of the fuel that you put in the body. And then also it's going to be recipes, meal guide, all kinds of things.
Excellent.
Cool. So Kelly Jackson has a question. Is the pea sprouted first?
It is not sprouted. It is not sprouted.
Okay, so
well, this is the thing, and I tell people this all the time. I love the suggestions that people give me, but the reason why it's not as detailed as like I would have it on a normal basis, because I'm the only organic vegan protein that you're gonna find for under $30.
Oh, okay.
Because I come from the hood and I wanted to make sure everybody could purchase this.
Right.
Not use the excuse that, veganism costs so much and veganism is this and that. I didn't want that. I wanted people to be able to afford it. And once you start, like, I even looked into monk fruit instead of actual sugar. I looked at all these different other alternatives. And each time you change that, you start building that price up. And like I said, I wanted to be affordable. That's one of the biggest things. I wanted to be good for the people, but I also want to be affordable and good for the people. It's no, I'm not looking to charge $60 for a tub of protein. That's not the clientele I'm looking for.
So with the question, if the peas had been sprouted, with that question, does that cause an issue with the protein powder that the peas were not sprouted?
No, it doesn't. It gives the protein more bioavailability. It actually makes the protein better. It's already at a good state. It just makes the protein better.
Thank you.
Okay, so we talk a little bit about each week about what's your go-to recipe. Now you had a recipe you sent us that you like to make a dish. What was that? You remember?
Was it the Badass Beautiful Mess?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I thought
that was the Badass Beautiful Mess.
The Badass Beautiful Mess is basically it's funny because I made this on Jane Unchained one time at her house. But it's a bed of quinoa, and then you take sweet plantains. I don't like to fry them. I just try to stay away from as much fried food as possible, so I bake them. And you top that with the baked sweet plantain. Then you take grilled onions. You grill the onions, put that on top of there. You take guacamole, put that on top of there. And when I tell you, it's a beautiful mess. It literally sounds like it's too much.
Wait a minute. So let me ask you this, John. So one day you went in your fridge and you said, "Dang, this all I have left is some quinoa, some
That's exactly what it was.
Onions, some guacamole."
I'm gonna tell you this. This is how funny this story is. So my good friend Tori Washington, like one of my best friends. If anybody knows who Tori Washington is, I never forget one day we were on the phone and I was laughing. I wasn't even saying it in a sad way. Like, bro, I literally have $6 in my bank account. And it was kind of a laughing thing. And Tori was like, that's gonna change for us, man. Just keep grinding. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm not even mad. I'm just saying it. And I was like, well, I'm about to go eat lunch. And I remember going in my it's like, shit. Well, I got sweet plantain, I got some quinoa, I got some onions, and I got some avocados. Let's go. Let's do what we got to do. And that's what happened.
And you know when you sit down at that meal and you go, "Are you kidding me? This is like so good."
And he took that poor man's vegan meal on Jane Unchained.
And the funny thing was, anybody that eats it, they're like, "Damn, man, this is amazing."
I can't wait to make it.
I know, and it sounds easy. So wait a minute. So wait, give it to me again. Okay, so you get some quinoa.
Quinoa for the bed. Then you take the sweet plantain, slice that up, put it around. Yeah, then you take the grilled onions, you put that on top, as many as you want, depending on who you kissing that night. You do what you want to do. You know,
Onions, and you throw that on top.
some people like just avocado, but I'm a guac person. I
guac on top of the onion.
And I put that on top, yeah. And then that's, yeah. It's just, explain. It's a party in your mouth. That's all I can say.
UACOMOLE. That's what it is. Okay, yeah. Guacamole or avocados,
right?
And layer it, and layer,
and just have fun.
And then that's it. So you don't have to reheat it after you're done, like all together.
And it's
cook it all at the same time. I'm just
so everything is still warm because you got the quinoa. Yeah. Pull it out. So you lay a bed of quinoa.
It's just built up.
Yeah, like a lasagna.
It's just built up vegan aggression. That's all it is. It's just.
I got it.
So that is your now. Would you consider that a morning meal, an evening meal, or just any time?
That's like you need one of them adult naps after
work.
Oh,
really?
A stretch out.
Really? From
it's
that?
A stretch out meal.
It's carb loaded. If you look at it, it's a lot of carbs you eat.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
So, but it's good. I mean, it's easy to burn the carbs that you're eating.
Yeah. So okay, so now we know you got muscles, right?
I wanted to see that muscle because
I know that arm right there is
that tattoo. So it's like
a little.
Can you just roll your sleeve up or something?
See, only because Babette, I never flex with nobody. It's there. It's just not.
Okay.
I tell them 43. I still kick it. I still got it.
So let me do this. Okay, so you got the muscles, and I know
muscles.
I love muscles. So and I know that when you're at the gym, people probably, like you said, they didn't even realize that you can build like that without eating, because it was, oh, you got to have protein, or you got to have this, or you got to have that. Right. And obviously, you're not doing any kind of steroids, because that would go against everything that you do. And your body is naturally doing what it does, right?
Exactly.
So how have you transitioned a lot of people who see that? Because
especially guys. They get so wound up about the protein.
I have definitely helped people transition. Like I always say, you can't make anybody transition. You can just open their eyes to what they already want to do.
Yeah.
Do it. It's just, and I'm big on, I understand that I might not be the person to see the actual plant grow, but I'm going to plant the seed. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody else might have planted the seed and I'm the one that watered it. I think sometimes as humans, we just have too much ego involved, and we like, well, I wanted to plant the seed, grow it, cultivate it.
Right. And talk about it and then brag about it.
Cook it and serve it to you. Like, no. Like we all got different steps. Like somebody else might have planted the seed. I might be the one to water it. Somebody else might be the one to help pick it. It's a group effort. And so for me, it's like, if we just continue to all do our part and show how healthy and happy and striving and thriving that we are, that attracts more people, I believe, than being like upset because you don't want to listen to me. I try to tell you to go vegan. I'm like, look, I'll tell you, if you don't want to do it, I'm moving on.
Right, go get your little blue pills, because you're going to have some in a minute.
Yeah.
What's unfortunate about all that is that once you're on this side of the fence, you know what's up if we don't all transition.
Exactly.
This is the whole thing. We all got to be on one. Mm-hmm. And of course, it's like, hey, it's your journey. Do you walk your walk? But at the same time, this is so serious. This ain't no joke. This is not a joke. Your film states it. Yeah. We're dying from the way that we eat. We're killing the planet from the way that we eat. Mm-hmm. And we're killing other sentient beings. Okay. We're making a mess of all of it, simply trying to nourish ourselves.
And then we got a bad habit of protecting traditions that aren't even ours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Habit of that.
Please speak that. That is so true.
Yeah, like one of the biggest researches I've been doing for the film. I've been doing it for a while, but so a lot of people just think I'm like this athlete or whatever. But like I have an undergrad in marketing, I got a master's in business, and I started my PhD before I like really went into business myself. So when I go back, I'm finishing my PhD in epidemiology after the film, which is the study of
epidemiology.
I'm just
so silly.
So you say epidemiology.
Epidemiology is the study.
I'm going.
And one of the biggest things I've seen is that one of the biggest epidemics is what's happening to us from what we ingest. And as you know, Black, indigenous people, we suffer from more disease that can be avoided than anybody. You know, we want to incorporate this soul food as a tradition, but that tradition was given to us because we were living in a condition where we had no choice.
Right.
And if anybody wants to understand the importance of getting rid of that soul food aspect of eating, is if you were a slave on the plantation, if you were to go pick one of those fruits that they used you to grow, you lose your life. That's how important fruits and vegetables were.
Oh, wow, that's deep.
But they didn't give you that. They gave you
the trash.
They gave you the ass of the pig, and they gave you the intestines. And I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's no, we ain't gotta hide. That's what they gave.
That's what they did.
But
and
yeah,
some of us are still eating them intestines.
Yeah, and that ass. But
it's a clean show now, John.
That's what I just said about
you deep. You messed him up.
But no, like I believe that we really have it. We really embraced the wrong things, and now we're to the point of, if somebody, imagine this, we're at a point, if somebody, let's not even talk about veganism, if somebody say, man, you know what, I'm gonna get healthy, I'm gonna stop drinking soda, I'm gonna stop drinking alcohol. People like, man, you ain't gonna drink alcohol, what's wrong with you? Like, people look at people like that like it's something wrong with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, in all honesty, alcohol is not a natural African thing to do. It's not. Where in history did they show that alcohol was like the African thing to do?
Right.
That's another inherited trait that we did to mask our true selves, mask our feelings, mask what we're going through, hide what we need to embrace, and it mostly trauma.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't allowed to cry. We ain't allowed to feel. We ain't allowed to have compassion for nobody. But we can drink. We can drink all day.
Drink all day.
Drink all day and eat all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one thing,
put them together.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we have so many habits that are a part of our lifestyle that aren't our habits. They're inherited from another culture that forced it on us. So that's what we have to, and that's what the film is about, is because people don't change until they get mad in a relationship. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what their relationship is.
What it is, exactly.
It can be with a woman. It can be with a company. It can be with food. It can be.
Relationship is a relationship. Everything is a relationship.
You are
what is mother, father, sister, brother, boss.
And once you find out the other part of that relationship don't give a fuck about you, that's when you leave. So once you find out that the government literally has studies, literally has scientific studies that they know that this food is killing people of color, but they still allow it to be sold, now it ain't their fault if you buy it no more.
That's right. That's right. It's all on you.
Right. So we've had some crazy projections of how many times this film will probably be seen, which is probably over 500 million once it comes out.
It's gonna be seen.
Yeah.
Because it's long overdue. Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Afiare wants to know
Johnson.
what supplements should melanated people take, and can you speak on vitamin D or any others? Thank you.
I would say, this is what I always tell people. To defend yourself in America, I don't have one, but I always think AK.
A and K.
AK. A through K, you need to take care of yourself with A through K. I don't care. There's so many, and I'm not going to soundbite and say that one company is better than the other, but there's so many vegan options out there for you to get it. I'm a big believer on, if you want to supplement. Don't let anybody give you shit about you trying to take care of yourself. Because some people like, well, he vegan, but he takes supplements, or she vegan, but she takes supplements. Like,
I was going to ask you that, because a lot of people say, well, it should be in the food. You eating all this healthy, clean stuff.
Our food is depleted. Our food,
our soil is not the same soil. Our soil isn't the same soil that people 2,000 years ago ate from. It's not. is our air is not the same air that they have.
Water, right.
Our water is not the same water. Like when I tell people about fish, this is just a little segue. When I tell people about fish and they're like, well, what about can I still eat fish? I said, okay, let's just take an example. We breathe air. We filter damn near every molecule of air that we breathe, from our car to our office to our house to the airplane to the train, everything. We filter it as much as we can. And even today, we, mask, whatever, what's going on? I said, okay, now let's take a fish, for instance. What do they breathe? They say water. I said, okay, would you walk up to any stream, ocean, lake, anybody water and drink from it? No. Okay, if you wouldn't do that, what does the fish use to filter out what it's breathing? Nothing. And you can't wash off DNA. That's a part of their DNA. You can put that in the sink all you want. You can put it in the stove all you want. That is a part of that animal. And you can't get it off. So that's one thing we have to think about when it comes to all that. So it's as far as supplementation, back to that A through K, like for instance, my protein shake, shameless plug, I'm sorry. It does. Yeah, it has A through K in it. I will say this too, and this is whether you're vegan or not, make sure you're getting B12. Because it's not just a vegan thing where there's vegans that don't have enough B12 in their system. Everybody across the board should be getting their B12 in. And there are vegan supplements that are available for that. There's vegan foods that have it in there. A lot of them, sea vegetables are big in having that available to the consumer of that.
Do you have any that you suggest?
I'm big on chlorella and spirulina. It tastes like.
Well, we use spirulina, but you can use it in smoothies, and you don't even.
I was gonna say, that's what I was getting to. I don't want anybody to take a spoonful of that and think I was just trying to. I need you to mix that in with something. I need you to go mix that in with something. But spirulina, chlorella, even my gosh, I don't know why I'm blanking out on this. No, sea moss as well. But dang, what is it called? Seaweed, yeah. Which is funny because growing up, living in the South, if somebody told me eat seaweed, I was like, man, it's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, I'm allergic to it. Certainly, I can't protect it. I'll be sitting there like this.
Right. Well, you gotta look out for the spirulina and the chlorella as well. But spirulina has actually been documented as one of the first plants to ever grow on the earth.
Really?
That's why it's so nutrient dense, because it's been here forever. But I think it's between spirulina and roaches. The main two things that's been here forever. Like
we got some roach protein.
Roaches.
Roach protein right here.
Trying to go that route.
Yeah, but no, we won't be going the roach protein route. No.
Yeah, I saw somebody said mushrooms do,
but not for everyone. Yeah, a lot of people. I know a lot of people don't like mushrooms, but I love mushrooms.
I love them. And if you ever want to look at somebody that can kill it in a vegan way, kill it when it comes to mushrooms, look at Wicked Healthy. They're paid. It's two brothers named Derek Sarno and Chad Sarno. And when I tell you, you're going to look at their page and you're like, there's no way that's mushrooms. I mean, they make mushroom look like filet mignon. Like, they don't play.
Wow, yeah. I got to check them out. Wicked Healthy.
Wicked Healthy. Two brothers out of New England, but now one lives in Austin, Texas. The other one lives in England now. He used to be the global executive chef for Whole Foods. So everything he used to get at Whole Foods that was in the hot bar, he was the one that did that. But he was vegan, so it kind of messed with his soul, and he got out of it. And now he's at England at Tesco, which is the largest, I think, chain of like Walmart or whatever up there. And he's in charge of all vegan brands that come in. They even have their own vegan brand, which is called Wicked Kitchen or something, I think it's called over there. But like they when I tell you them boys know how to throw down, they know how to throw down.
Okay, and they're in England, London. One is
here still in Austin, Texas.
Okay, so then when we go back to London, yeah, and Austin, we got to go check them out because I love everything mushrooms. Yeah, me too. I can eat me some mushrooms. So okay, so what else is coming up? So we've got the book, we've got the doc, we've got the children, we've got the PhD. Is there any room for anything else?
Yeah, sleep. That's it.
Well, you got to work out because how often? What is your workout regimen?
What's your workout regimen?
Well, my workout regimen right now is 5 days a week. I finally got it to where it's kind of like my 2 days off is respected. Like I don't even want to. I don't want to look at the weight. I don't want.
You go hard. You go hard, right?
Are you doing it at home now?
Yeah. But that was the thing. The funny thing was, I was always stocking up my home gym. Like you know.
You were getting ready.
Yeah.
Why, huh?
I went to the gym all the time. I'll be like, ooh, that's nice. I need to put that in my house. All right. And I have friends like, dude, you go to the gym, why you buy that? And then after this all hit, everybody like, damn.
Yeah.
So I got the bench press, the kettlebells, the free weights. I even got the Bowflex Select Text that go up to 50.
So 5 days a week, how James,
long, huh?
some said, badass vegan, please read what? Please, what? Oh,
links.
Badass vegan, please read this. I don't know what this is, so I think it might be that. List fast food chains that are reportedly supporting Trump's re-election. Okay, so you guys make sure you check that out. And let's stop eating there if you do.
Right. Yeah, so pull-up bar, I got everything here, and jump rope. And so that's going to be part of the book that I'm writing too, is I'm developing a 12-week program, and tomorrow I start week 8, so I got 4 more weeks to go. And this, five, because it started week 8. So I got 5 more weeks to go. And what I've been doing as far as the cardio thing is I started off walking 2.75 miles, and then I jogged the last quarter mile. That was the first week. And each week, I basically shift a quarter mile over. So I walk 2.5, then I run half. Then I walk 2.25, then I run 0.75. But I'm doing it with a 20-pound weight vest on too. So
whoa!
Yeah. So and I bulked up for this on purpose just to see what I could do. So I got up to 250. So I basically was running at 270.
What?
Yeah, but I'm a masochist when it comes. Like I honestly feel like if I can do it, then why don't I do it? And
when you don't do it, doesn't your body feel like something's like missing?
Yeah, like I will say this: I'm starting week 8 tomorrow, and I haven't missed a day in 8 weeks. Like I haven't missed a day.
But you know what? When you eat well, that's a discipline in itself. You know what I mean? And when you get used to doing that, and you see how great you feel, then all the aspects of your life kind of follow suit. How you do anything is how you do everything at that point.
Let's be honest. You could be a little vain about it too. When you start liking the way you look too, you like, man, you look at that mirror.
Wait a minute. Okay. Let's do the real test.
I really like that.
Guys can deny it all they want, but they look too.
Me and a friend of mine talk about that all the time. I said the naked test. When you get in the mirror, and one time I got in the mirror, I was like, oh, I would do me.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Hey, I got it.
You got it, right? It's like the naked
any fellas in the room, if there are any, women like nice butts too. Like, don't be neglecting.
Yes.
Don't be neglecting that backside and them legs. Like, don't.
I know, because guys like to build up here.
Yeah. What about them little weird
legs? And they'll be like, oh, they don't. It's like the body's like this, and then it goes.
Yeah, you better push that booty out a little bit.
I'll tell them, like, man, you better. They might act like they're not looking. They looking.
Trust. And we talking, and we got signals. Like number fingers to tell you which one goes with what. No. We really do. Oh, for real.
She got signals.
Oh, Babette knows. She does too. Don't you know? Right?
My bed like over there. How you telling my secrets? Like,
she got signals.
But you don't know what the signals are. So just like the guys turn around, just like when girls walk down the street and guys, you always catch them turning around looking. Oh, after y'all look, we look. So just know that's how it goes. So you might want to do some more squats.
But yeah.
John, you look what were you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying that, it doesn't have to be cocky. It's just a confidence level that comes with it.
Right.
Like, and you want to feel that accomplishment of like, oh man, I took care of myself. Like that's huge. That's a huge.
This is the greatest gift that the universe could ever give you. It's the opportunity to do this thing called life. This entire opportunity is just amazing. And when you take it serious and you try to last as long as you can last with a good quality in it.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity. Yes. All day long.
And don't need no pills. And don't need no pills.
Yeah, and ain't gotta be on medication. You know what? I'll be 70 in a few months.
I know, right?
But my point is, it's this lifestyle. And we all have that to look forward to. Somebody said today, you don't even look like you're 69. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm looking just exactly like 69 is supposed to.
I mean, we talk about this all the time.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing special. I'm just living. Okay, so I'm not doing no magic tricks, no nothing. However, I'm very, 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 very concerned with what I put in my system.
Yeah.
Period.
I think look the way it's supposed to look. It's just that we've gotten accustomed to what the beat up version of us looks like.
Exactly.
Right. If somebody doesn't do it, we like, ooh, they cheat. They can cheat code.
And ain't special worth of shit. It's like, I ain't doing nothing special.
But the other thing they always say is, remember we were on some show and she was like, well, what kind of work does she have done on her face? I said, none. And it was like, wait, well, they're lying. You know, they're lying. They don't want to tell anyone.
They don't want to tell anyone.
Black can last most people can last very long when you take care of yourself. You can't start after it's too late.
Right.
You can have a healthy lifestyle.
Even if you can kind of make it, you can make a difference. You might not get where you should be. But I had a saying, and it's been a while since I posted. You might go make me post it again. I said, we're born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our decisions.
Oh, I love it. It's perfect. That was loud.
You got to put that, yeah.
I get loud sometimes, y'all. Right in her poor little ear.
Poor ears. I can't hear nothing. I don't know what you said.
That's why she got the hair down. It's kind of a buffer.
You know, see? You know. And if I'm not, I got a wrap on the cover, you know. Why? True. We're born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our decisions.
That's beautiful. You got to put that up again, boo.
Yeah.
You make me a flyer. I want to put it up.
Okay. Well, that's his thing.
I don't care. I
just share his.
I'll put his name, John Lewis, down there.
That makes sense. Okay. But anyway, you know what?
Baby John.
Baby John.
John Lewis Jr., badass vegan. Well, that's our half hour.
It's
that's
gone.
Our hour. It's gone. So, but what I want to say is, guys, make sure you follow. Where can people see you? Where can they follow you?
I'm under Badass Vegan everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I even think I got a Pinterest account out there somewhere. It's out there. It's out there. Also, I think Google Plus.
Just badass vegan.
Yeah, I kept it synonymous. I even trademarked it. So
no, it's no S because I know there's badass vegans. I know that, and that wasn't you.
No, and that's the bad part because like I said, I've been doing this since Instagram started. I had the company, 10 years. It's been 10 years since I had the company, and I try to tell people like I'm not trying to be mean when I tell them like, hey, I got this trademark, you gotta stop that, because a lot of times when people end up like trying to sell shirts and trying to sell this stuff, and then they're getting the product out, people come at me and they mad like I paid you this money, you didn't pay me. I'm like, no, go check the account. They took your money. Nothing to do with me. So that's why I try to tell people to stop all the time. So Will Tucker, what's up, Will Tucker?
Will you see Will?
Yeah, he just said good to see y'all at the end.
Hey, Will. Oh, hey,
that's Will.
Will Tucker.
Hey, Will.
Yes.
Yeah, Will.
Okay, you gotta get Will on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Will can come on.
I'm not gonna lie. I know we got 2 minutes left, but I gotta say, only Black people do that when they love somebody. Will. Like just
not John Will or Mike Will. Will. I said Will.
Babette. Not the other Babette. Babette.
Anyway, well,
we've enjoyed this.
We've so enjoyed this. Make sure you when you get ready to do your thing, you have to come back when it's released.
Yeah.
So we can do another show because we get a nice little following here.
I see that, and thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much, and Badass Vegan here, and thank you.
Lots of love, baby,
Lots
to
of
you,
love.
and the new baby too. Give a kiss to both of them, and your wife.
He ain't need no baby no more.
Yeah, I know. They so quick.
He just turned 2, and he's already 3 foot and 40 pounds.
Ah.
That boy's a beast. He.
Two already,
you
baby.
Yeah, I'm 6'6", so I'm 6'6", 230, so he ain't got no choice.
He ain't got no choice.
Time just is going by so fast. Look, sweetheart, thank you so much. We love you. Stay healthy. Keep spreading the word.
John Clark said, "I'm going to follow. Go follow.
Go follow.
He's got some good information." And Joshua helps me with something.
Oh, guys, is so much fun.
Josh is so much fun. Josh is helping me. Babette and I have a new platform called Reclaim Haven, and Josh has been helping us develop that. So we'll tell you lots more about it with workshops and things. It's going to be really great. So that's Josh. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Anyways, is this Snooky? Snooky Indigo, thank you, ladies.
Snooky.
Snooky now. And she just followed you. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all follow us too if you're not following us.
I think they're already following y'all if they in here.
I know, because you know what, I'm horrible with social media. I be forgetting all the time to tell people to follow me. Anyway, thank you, John. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Baby.
Go when you lift weights tomorrow, lift for me, because I'm not
doing it. I got you.
Bye, baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All righty, guys. Thank you all so much. Another fun show. And next week we had Dom Z.
Woo! Another
hunky, gorgeous, hot. We had two hots in a row.
Two hots in a hot.
What?
Ooh, that was so cool.
Did you say two hots in a hoe? What did you say?
I didn't say hoe.
I didn't know what you said. I'm asking.
Two hots in a hot.
Oh, and a hot. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Two hots. To say something. I wanted to be
clever.
Oh,
look at Bina. That's right. We did shea butter. Oh, Bina. We showed it earlier, guys. This is Bina shea butter. We want to do it again.
She says, "Hey, Terrah and Chef Babette.
I haven't cooked with it yet.
Great show tonight. How has the shea butter been? I put it on my skin."
And I put it everywhere, and I was telling everyone how, and I want to tell you guys again, just in case you tuned in late.
Facebook page.
This is the shea butter for Bina Nakaruki, and she's out of London, and this is some of the best shea butter I have ever, and I'm not just promoting, but look, it's soft. It's not like the kind of rips your skin before you use it, and you can cook with it. I have not cooked Bina because I have not cooked yet, so since my fasting, I haven't done anything, but I'm going to try it.
No, we love the shea butter,
it's
though,
the best.
So you guys can find her Facebook page is Pearl of Africa, and you can find the organic shea butter.
Thank you. Page. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you, and love you all, and bye-bye.
Bye.
We got to get a theme song so we can play it out.
Well, we should sing something.
Not next week.
We'll sing something next week.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.